So yeah, welcome back. We are with the Neon srt-4. So we're gonna do the rewire kit because I am having TPS problems. Had rough idle to right now the TPS not working at all. We're gonna end up, I'm just gonna do some tests right now to see if it's 100% the TPS problem, and we want to go from there. So here, let me get back to you when I have the TPS connector off and get you back.
W beats on the track.
Okay, so we already took out the air box, a few miscellaneous parts. So just to make sure that the plug is not working correctly, look, so this is a quick test I like to do. So right now we're reading 12 volts, right? We're gonna take off the positive, we're gonna leave the ground on, right? Let's find the ground on the plug. So this is the plug right here. We're gonna try to find the ground. So if I hit it at the edge, see, it's 501, and then this is the sending unit in the middle. That's power. This one's power. This is sending right here in the middle, and it is 480, 474. This is the ground. It doesn't show anything, right? It's at 0, but when I put the ground to it, it should pop out 12 volts. Let's see. Ground to it, and nothing's showing. But the ground is on, and nothing is showing. So that kind of indicates that that there is no ground at all. So what we were gonna do here is gonna rewire the wires. The plug just might be fried. Let me catch you when I have everything already cut up and open. This is a new plug right here. All right, guys, so I'm back. I had a quick update real quick. We're going back to 12 volts, and we already cut the wire, as you can see right here. It's already cut. So I'm just gonna touch it real quick right here in the lead. See, it goes to 12 volts right there. That's because the plug was fried. What I could have done here at this moment, I could have just did the one rewire, but as I'm just doing the one, I'm just gonna rewire all of them so I can have a nicer wire, a longer wire. Reason why, you know, next time we have a bad wire, we rewire it, do it all over again. Guys, so we are going to be soldering the wire back on. If you guys come in here and see, this is the wire we're gonna rewire. We're gonna rewire all of them, but this is the one I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna get our solder gun here. Rather wrap it around your hand so it won't move out of place, because this thing is hot. And we're gonna get our solder, and we're just gonna touch these two until it gets hot, and we get it on top of the wire. Try not to touch anything else, but you start seeing it, it's gonna start getting on the wire, or on the wire itself. And then you just heat it up, and then you just heat it up, and it will just melt to the wire. See, it will melt to the wire on itself, and there, that's soldering a wire right there. Okay, so we're done with the wiring at the moment. You can see around down there, it's all wired up. So let's test it. Before you test, just make sure that it cools off a little bit before you plug it back in. But it's been already like 2 or 3 minutes, so should be cool enough. Always positive first, then negative, and then we're gonna put the ground on the lead on the negative because this thing pops in and out. Don't worry, it fell on the ground, but we're back in business. All right, so let's just put the leads back on. So first, let's test the negatives. The positives. I'm sorry, the positives. Before we test the negatives, let's just make sure everything's grounding. 12.6. Okay. Now let's just look for the positives, which I remember, right? Yeah. So that's the most important one that we needed to find, is the negative, and as you can see, it is 12.6, as such as the battery. So the plug is working perfectly fine. Let's get everything connected. Let's see if the code clears, and we'll go from there. So we got the rewire done, and we made it look pretty. Rewired it completely from bottom to top. Recommend you doing this so you can keep those freshly soldered wires, free from all the weathering and everything like that. Let's connect it and let's get everything back together to see if we get that code off. All right, we are all set. Everything's put back together. Let's take a look at it. Come on. Everything's somewhat everything's put together, right? And all the connections are in right there, and everything's plugged up. So let's check the scanner. Judge right now, my car is a freaking mess. I haven't been using this, so no judge. So 312 is still on the board. 312 is still on the board. We have the ambient sensor. It might be not connected right. So let's just clear them. Let's see if they clear. It might need to be driven to get it cleared. Oh, actually no, they were deleted. So let's just start the car. Yes! Yep, check engines off. And so yeah, we had those codes for at least a week. I drove it a little bit like that. I know I could have probably damaged the engine, but luckily I didn't. I just couldn't figure it out. I replaced the sensors twice, and I just did a little bit of research online saying that the TPS connector, they go faulty, and that's what it was. So again, the test I showed you guys in the beginning, that's how you can tell if your connector is faulty. If there is no ground, most likely the ground burnt out. Another symptom is high revs, bad idle. Yeah, catch you guys